The movie begins when some men tried to sell some dragon blood to a stranger. The man touches the dragon blood and checks if it is still fresh. After that, the man quickly pays for the blood. He carries it on his horse and rides away. Meanwhile, the sellers were still there. The man heard a cry and went to check it out, and he saw a baby in a basket. The seller carried the baby as they traveled back to their village. They walked for a long time and finally arrived at the village. The man comes down from his horse. He carries the baby and gives her to the grandmother. Grandma takes the baby into the house. Meanwhile, the man that bought the dragon blood just got home. His mother died on his hand and he vowed to make himself immortal. After a few years, the little girl was now grown. Her name is Ping. She helps Grandma put the food into the basket. She pulls the rope and lifts the basket of food as Grandma carries the basket on her back. The food was for the dragons. Grandma carried the food for a while but later fell because she was old. Ping agrees to help Grandma carry the basket of food to the temple. She carried the basket and walked through the mountainous stairs of the temple. After a while, they finally got to the temple. As they walked in through the door, the man dumps the basket of food into the pit. But Ping rat friend was inside and the rat falls into the pit with the food. The man mocks the girl and tells her to leave the place and forget about her rat friend. Ping walks away in pain as she was worried about her friend. After a while, the men finally decided to leave the temple. As they walked out of the temple's door, Ping comes out from hiding and she walks back to the pit to save her friend. She carries a rope and drops it into the pit. She slowly goes down the rope. As she enters the pit, she falls off from the rope and lands on the food pile. Ping was now injured because of the fall and she was bleeding. The dragon comes out of the dark and heals her with a glowing round object. After healing the girl, the dragon goes back into the dark. Ping was now curious and she slowly walks into the dark place to see what it was. She sees the glowing ball and the dragon tells her that it was the last dragon egg and she was destined to protect it. After talking with the dragon for a while, Ping decided to go back before Grandma becomes worried. The male dragon helps her climb out of the pit. Later that night, Ping was suddenly awoken from sleep by an earthquake. It turns out that one of the dragon have died. Ping quickly goes outside to see what was going on. She sees the men dragging out the dead dragon and she was saddened by what she saw that night. The next day, some soldiers are seen walking into the village. They were sent by the emperor to come and capture the last dragon. The men were pulling a big dragon cage as they walked through the street. Grandma gives Ping some tea to take to the guest. Ping enters the room as the men were talking. She drops the tea on the table. Master Idao sees a rat trying to steal his meal. He catches the rat and put it inside a cup. The man tries to pour some hot water on the rat, but Ping uses her powers to stop him from hurting her friend. The man notices that she has some powers as he touches her glowing bracelet. Master Idao and the soldier takes Ping into the temple, and they stood at the front of the dragon gate. Master Idao tries to stab the girl with his hairpin. The dragon immediately comes close and raws at him. Master Idao now knows that the girl was important to the dragon because she is a dragon keeper, and the men leaves the place. The next day, the soldiers are seen guiding the dragon as it comes out of the temple. It slowly walks into the cage to be captured willingly, but on entering the cage, Ping unleashes her powers and the force pushes Master Idao away. The dragon immediately breaks out of the cage and climbs to the top of the building. He gives Ping the dragon egg and asks her to keep it safe. The soldier drags the dragon down and it falls to the ground. Ping puts the dragon egg inside a bag and started running as the soldiers chased after her. She continued running to escape, but Master Idao releases his spider and it bites her on the neck. Ping slows down because of the spider bite and she sits on the ground. The dragon noticed that she was in trouble and he broke out of the cage and started running towards them. But before he could get there, the man was holding Ping and the dragon egg on his hands and dares him not to come closer. The dragon slowly continued walking close to them and the man drops the girl and the egg off the cliff. The dragon quickly runs and jumps to save the girl. He catches Ping with his hands as she was falling and the dragon flies up into the sky. Meanwhile, Master Idao caught the dragon egg with his spider web as he is seen dragging it up. The dragon sees him and flies back towards him and he was running. The soldier quickly shoots an arrow towards the dragon and he flies away. The man shoots another arrow and hit his wing and the dragon started falling. The soldier collects the dragon egg from Master Idao and they walked away. Meanwhile, Ping and the dragon were still falling from the sky. The dragon uses his powers to raise the water as they crash into it. The soldier heads back to the palace on their horses. The dragon comes out of the water with Ping and they start walking as they can't fly to the palace. They walked for a while, passing through the forest. They got to a place and saw a wooden bridge. Ping slowly tries to walk past the bridge but she was too slow. The dragon joins her on the bridge and the rope started cutting as the bridge breaks and they both started falling. Ping quickly holds onto a rope and the dragon holds onto another rope with his mouth. They both slowly made it out of the situation and they were safe again as they continued her journey. Meanwhile, the men were already at the palace as they presented the dragon egg to the king. The king was sick and was dying. The king touches the dragon egg and was healed from his illness. Master I Dao leaves the place in anger. He had plans to make himself immortal using the dragon egg, but the king won't let him. He opens his secret passage and walks through the underground tunnel. He enters the boat and goes back into the city. Master I Dao reaches where he stays. He was building a secret machine that will make him immortal using the dragon egg. Just as the man was talking to his servant, he sees the glowing bracelet just like that of Ping and he quickly realized that the man was a dragon keeper. Meanwhile, Ping and the dragon just arrived in a temple that was close to the palace. Ping and the dragon were making plans on how to enter the palace and save the egg. The man comes out from nowhere and was talking to them. The dragon was aggressive at first, but the man tells him that he is a dragon keeper and the dragon becomes calm. The man tells him that he knows a secret passage into the palace. The dragon later agrees and lets Ping go with the man as he will find his way into the palace. The old man takes the girl through the underground tunnel. He took the girl to Master I Dao's secret passage and she makes her way into the palace. Meanwhile, the dragon is seen running towards the palace gate. The soldiers got ready as they noticed that a big dragon was coming. The dragon uses his powers to raise the water and it covered the soldiers. As he makes his way into the palace, the soldiers started shooting at the dragon as it continued running towards the king's chamber. Meanwhile, Ping was now inside the king's chamber as she walks quietly towards the king's throne. She uses her powers to shake up the building and everybody was seen laying on the floor as she carries the dragon egg. She climbs to the roof of the building and rolls out through the window as they shoots arrows at her. Ping comes out on the roof of the building and tells everybody that she was with the dragon egg. She fakes her death with an arrow, as she falls on the top of the roof and drops the dragon egg basket. The dragon quickly runs out of the scene as he knows that she was faking it. Ping quickly leaves the palace through the secret passage. She sees the old man and runs past him as she happily headed to the boat. On getting to the boat, she sees Master I Dao. The man unleashes his spiders and started biting her as she falls to the ground. Master I Dao uses his spider webs to collect the egg from her. The old man quickly gives her some medicine to stop the poison, and he leaves the place with Master I Dao on the boat. The rat goes and informs the dragon about what just happened. As he tells him that Ping was in trouble, Ping wakes up and a big ball of poisonous gas came out of her mouth. She stands up and enters the boat as she was about to leave. The soldier enters and points an arrow at her. Meanwhile, Master I Dao was getting ready to extract the powers of the dragon egg. He puts the dragon egg into the machine's inner chamber and walks out of the chamber. He unleashes his spiders and they started attacking the old man, as he slowly walks to the top of the machine, where he then locks himself into a coffin. The machine turns on as the dragon egg started unleashing its powers. The soldiers and Ping arrives in a boat and the man carries the girl as he started running towards the building. He finally got to the place and saw that the machine was covered with the dragon energy. He drops Ping and started walking towards the machine. Ping runs to save the old man as she saw that he was covered with spider webs. The old man wakes up and releases the poisonous gas from his mouth. After that, the soldier walks into the machine chamber to remove the egg, but the machine starts draining his energy, so Ping and the old man drags him out. The dragon egg has drained his chi and he was now looking old. The old man quickly uses his powers to pull the dragon egg out of the chamber, but after doing that he falls to the ground and dies, and his body started varnishing. After that, Master I Dao breaks out of the coffin. He was now transformed into an immortal beast because of the dragon egg. He uses his powers to awaken the necromancers. The beast started attacking the soldier and the girl as they started fighting. The beast throws a big stone at them, but the girl uses her powers to return the stone to the beast. She gives the soldier the dragon egg and asks him to keep it safe as she stays back to fight with the beast. Ping continues fighting with the beast as she uses her powers to beat the beast. Meanwhile, the soldier was busy fighting with the necromancers as he tries to protect the dragon egg. Just as Ping and the beast were still fighting, the dragon comes in and hits the beast as they fall to the side. The dragon and the beast continues fighting as they both beats each other. The beast was too strong as he beats the dragon. Ping has a plan and tells the dragon to blast the beast with all his chi. The dragon pours out all his chi on the beast and the beast started getting bigger. The beast continued getting bigger and filled with too much chi that he couldn't control. The dragon and Ping started running out of the building as they know that the beast will soon explode. After some time, the beast explodes and sends a shockwave of chi across the whole place. After that, the soldiers are seen celebrating as the battle has been won. The man gives the dragon egg to the girl. The next day, the dragon and the girl flies away as they headed to the river where dragon egg are hatched. They flew for a long time and finally got to the island as the dragon crashes to the ground. The girl quickly runs into the cave. She got to a pool of water inside the cave and put the dragon egg into the water. After waiting for some time, a little dragon came out of the water and was playing with Ping.